Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started...
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense. He's trying to get it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll pull it down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw, it's Cook. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. This was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news news about this drive, Jesse. It can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick completion on the out. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan in this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Snyder. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Fires complete on the crosser. There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Hauls it in down the sideline. Gets loose in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And as he throws, got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hook. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Flanagan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Back to throw. It's Cook. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. There he goes! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Fights off the defender. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, it's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese.
Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard four-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Cook. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Wiggins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Gets it out fast. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
This time it's complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. To the air. It's Cook. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing.
He's loose on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, looking for a man. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this one is perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Takes the handoff and he's going right. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to
touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Cook. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Texas offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Cook. Fires on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Firing to the right, complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here we go. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. Crosses the 45. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They've been running it, but now the pass. He turns it loose to the left. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Quickly complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Sweet cut there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Blasted as he lets it go. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. This time on target. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires to the middle. Got his man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.